Hello, I'm Matt Brown, Product Manager with Tempo Communications, and today we're going to talk about bidirectional loss testing with the 2000 series OLTS that measures insertion loss, optical return loss, and length bidirectionally. So I'm going to show you a demo of the Tempo 2000 series bidirectional optical loss test set. These are designed and built by our KingFisher team in Australia, and they are a true bidirectional insertion loss and optical return loss and length measurement system. You have two identical units. Since you're doing a loss test, you need to put power in and pull power out and measure power coming out, so it's a two-ended test. So I have them set up to do the single fiber bidirectional insertion loss and optical return loss test. So that is, we're going to measure insertion loss on a link from this unit to this unit, and we're going to measure the insertion loss the other way from this unit to this unit, and we're going to measure return loss from this unit and return loss from this unit and length of the link. So you can see by the color coding here, I've got a UPC connection. I have a flat polished connection, and I'm using Sam Charlie jumpers. So I could use an LC or a Sam Tom or a Frank Charlie connector here simply by swapping out this exchangeable adapter, but I have Sam Charlie's, and so that's what I'm using. But they both have to be PC on the jumper needs to be PC polished as connected to the unit. You can see I've got hybrid jumpers going to APC connectors because I'm going to tie into a fiber link that we have inside our fiber trainer product. And this link is 500 meters of fiber, a loss event, and then 500 more meters of fiber. And that's what I'm going to use this OLTS to measure. But I have to be APC to connect into there. So since I have a different polish type that I need to connect to my device under test or my link under test than is on my product, I have to use two jumpers and do a two jumper reference. So I have previously inspected and cleaned all of these before starting the video. So there I've got my two units connected, and you can operate this test from either side. They all behave identically, and I'm simply going to hit the auto button, and you can see they automatically jump right into running a test. So they're doing a one fiber, two-way auto test, and I'm measuring loss and ORL at two wavelengths, at 1310 and 1550. So you can see immediately they're showing me the loss and the ORL they're seeing from this system. Now, I need to set reference to reference this condition out so that we can actually test the link we can test the link. So just press the set reference. You can see it's telling us it's busy because it's setting the reference. And now it will produce a reference state. So all my insertion loss values went to 0. So you can see we've got a good clean reference condition, pretty much zeros all across the board. So now we're ready to connect to our link under test and run this test. So I disconnect my test leads. And as soon as I do, you'll see that the test port automatically starts putting out a VFL flashing light that's integrated or muxed into that test port. And it's going to keep hitting that VFL port, that VFL red light on the line, such that on the far side, my partner testing can see what port he should attach his tester to. So now I've got one tester attached to the end A and the other tester attached to end B. I plug them in, they automatically recognize each other, and they run their test. So they have just run a bidirectional single fiber insertion loss and ORL test and measured lengths. So you can see they're live, they're kind of updating a little bit or changing slightly. We can hit the hold button, and that will freeze the display so that we can review what we've got. Oh, press and hold, there we go. Hold is flashing, so now I know that the display is frozen. So at 1310 and 1550, it's displaying loss from here to there,
loss from there to here, and the average. I can go, it's also displaying length. It says 1.002 kilometers. Well, this is a 1 kilometer link with an event in the middle, so the length is correct. If I hit the mode button, I can go into some detail of the testing, the measurements at 1550, the measurements at 1310, or hit it again, I get the optical return loss that has been measured. So that quickly and that simply, I've measured bidirectional single fiber IL and ORL. I assume I'm going to want to store that. So in order to store this data, I simply hit this store button, and it gave me, it reports what the alphanumeric tag it's associated with that test is. So that was test-A0002. We can go in and edit the leading alphanumeric string if we want to put some letter code in there to define what link we were testing, or to label the test differently. That's BiDi, IL, and ORL on the 2000 series. Now that I've stored that data, I can cause a memory dump into a USB stick and take that over to my PC and load it up on Excel. Or I could plug directly into my PC and with the Excel macro, take the data straight off of the device and put it into Excel. I can also operate the device from Excel with that connection. I can also AC power the device from that connection. In fact, the AA batteries that I have in here now, which provide pretty strong battery life, can also be swapped out for nickel metal hydride rechargeables. And there's a small dip switch or pinout that I move a jumper on in there, and that will cause this device to charge nickel metal hydride AA batteries using this USB for AC power input. For technical support, visit us at tempocom.com or call 1-800-642-2155.